Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are at camp with some new people to talk to. Well, new golem to talk to. Arcane horror. Upon ascending to the second floor of the tower, we were greeted by a gruesome sight. A ragged collection of bones wearing the robes of one of the senior enchanters. I had known her for years, watched her raise countless apprentices, and now she was a mere puppet for some demon. Transcribed from a tale told by a Templar in Antiva City, 713 Storm. Demons, of course, have no form in our world. When they enter, either where the veil is particularly thin or through blood magic summoning, they must take possession of a body. When a pride demon takes control of a corpse as a mage, When a pride demon takes control of the corpse of a mage, an arcane horror is born. Although they appear to be little more than bones, these are fierce creatures, possessing not only all the spellcasting abilities of a living mage, but also the capacity to heal and even command other animated corpses. Ashwraith. Legend has it that when Andraste's ashes were taken into hiding, some of her closest disciples gave themselves to the fire, that their restless souls might remain to guard her final resting place forever. Whether they are the spirits of Andraste's disciples or merely fade spirits, the temple that houses the sacred urn is filled with wraiths. Created from a burnt corpse, an Ashwraith is a powerful and amorphous opponent, able to lash and smother while being immune to most physical attacks. Even if successfully dispersed, it can reform at a later time. Magic is the only real way to fight such a creature, wind and ice attacks being the most useful. They are capable of creating small whirlwinds that are devastating to anyone unfortunate enough to get close, and their touch leaves a person drained. Corpse. To anyone who doubts the wickedness of blood magic, I say, with your own hands, strike down the corpses of your own brothers who've fallen in battle to a maleficar, then we may discuss morality. Knight Commander Benedictus in a letter to the Divine, 546 Exalted. The walking dead are not, as the superstitious are wont to believe, the living come back for revenge. They are, rather, corpses possessed by demons. The shambling corpse controlled by a demon of sloth causes its enemies to become weak and fatigued. Corpses possessed by rage demons go berserk and simply wade into their opponents mindlessly. Devouring corpses are held by hunger demons and feed upon the living. The more powerful demons rarely deign to possess a dead host. Desire Demon. In all my studies, I must say that the most intriguing was my interview with the Desire Demon. That the creature was willing to speak with me was a sign that this was no mere monster, mindlessly driven by its nature, but rather a rational being as interested in me as I was in it. It took a form that I would call female, though I had no doubt that it could appear otherwise. I wondered if it appeared as it did because I wanted it to, or because I expected it to. She, and indeed I could only think of her as such now, smiled warmly at me and laughed, a musical sound that seemed to thrill my old heart. So frightened was I of this creature's legendary abilities to twist the hearts of men, and so relieved was I when I looked across the table into her dark eyes. This was a fearsome creature of the Fade. But as I spoke with her, I slowly came to realize that this demon was merely as misunderstood as we mages are ourselves. From the journal of former senior enchanter Malleus, once of the Circle of Ravane, declared apostate and 920 dragon. Of all the threats from beyond the veil, few are more insidious and deceptively deadly than the Desire Demon. In folklore, such demons are characterized as peddlers of lust, luring their prey into a sexual encounter only to be slain at the culmination. While a Desire Demon can indeed deal in pleasure, in truth they deal with any manner of desire that humans can possess: wealth, power, and beauty, to name a few. Far more intelligent than bestial hunger and rage demons, and more ambitious than the demons of sloth, these dark spirits are among the most skilled at tempting mages into possession. Many who serve the whims of a Desire Demon never realize it. They are manipulated by illusions and deceit, if not outright mind control, although these demons are reluctant to resort to such crude methods. Instead, they seem to take great pleasure in corruption. The greater the deceit, the greater their victory. Only demons of pride move more fearsome Only demons of pride prove more fearsome opponents when roused. Their ability to affect the mind allows them to assume disguises and even alter the environment to their purpose, not to mention the great strength and speed they possess if they should have to resort to more physical means. Most often, a desire demon will attempt to bargain its way to freedom if overpowered. Many stories exist that depict mages defeating desired demons to that point, where a wish can be wrested from them. It should be noted that in such stories the demon almost always gets the upper hand, even when the mage thinks his wish has been granted. Rage Demon. Encountered in the Fade, the true form of a rage demon is a frightening sight. A thing of pure fire, its body seemingly made of amorphous lava and its eyes two pinpricks of baleful light radiating from its core. The abilities of such a demon center on the fire it generates. It burns those who come near, and the most powerful of its kind are able to lash out with bolts of fire and even firestorms that can affect entire areas. Fortunately, even powerful rage demons are less intelligent than most other varieties. Their tactics are simple. Attack an enemy on sight with as much force as possible until it perishes. Some rage demons carry over their heat-based abilities into possessed hosts, but otherwise the true form is mostly seen outside of the Fade when it specifically summoned by a mage to do its bidding. Skeleton. The demons of the Fade are jealous of the living beings they sense from across the veil. They constantly push against the boundaries of the Fade. And when they finally cross over, they attempt to possess the first living creature they see. They are unable, however, to distinguish that which was once living from that which still is. In fact, a corpse provides an even more tempting target to a weaker demon, as it has no will with which to resist the possession. The demon cannot rationalize why this is so. It only sees a target and grasps at the opportunity. A skeleton is exactly that. A corpse animated by a possessing demon. Upon finding itself trapped within a body that cannot sustain it, the demon is driven insane. It seeks to destroy any life that it encounters, attacking without thought to its own welfare. The exact names given to skeletons of this type vary according to the nature of the demon that possesses it. A fanged skeleton is a skeleton possessed by a hunger demon. These skeletons devour whatever life they encounter, and often possess the ability to drain life energy and mana from their victims. A shambling skeleton is a slower-moving skeleton possessed by a sloth demon, able to bring entropic powers against its opponents, slowing them and even putting them to sleep. More powerful demons have been known to command skeletons, but at that level they are known by other names, revenants and arcane horrors, to name two. Okay, so let's make the rounds. Hello, my shell.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
Oh, no, they're quite slimming.
It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Did it know to do that? It must have. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
What's with the heavy sides?
Oh, that. Merely reflecting on the hopeless nature of the task in front of it. The most likely outcome is that it and its companions will become a stain on some rock for the Darkspawn to tread upon. I shall be moved to a single tear by the tragedy.
Won't we be right next to your stain?
I think not. I am made of pure rock, skin to core. At best, I can become a pile of dust, but a smear I will definitely not leave behind. That's for softer, squishier things like itself and its friends. What's that? Did it hear flapping wings? There may be pigeons nearby. We should be alert.
I would have expected golems to be different.
Different? Different than what? Different than a statue? Different than a log? Should I talk in a monotone? Yes, Master, I exist to serve the Master. I shall kill for the Master and only for the Master. Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks. I can recite limericks, if it likes.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
I have never met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do?
Being different isn't so bad.
Did I say it was bad? Huh. It thinks I hang on its every word, waiting for approval. I don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This is a good thing.
I agree, being a golem would be handy.
Imagine the benefits. No need to eat or sleep or perform other functions. Walk underwater, crush the heads of every opponent. The possibilities are limitless. Barring the occasional 30 years or so of paralysis, there's little to compare. Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting.
Okay. I don't know if I have any more gifts. I will check. Okay, remarkable greenstone for shale.
Ooh, shiny.
Chant of light unabridged. Yeah, it's grayed out. Okay.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to discuss something personal.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
I don't want to ask her why you're still here.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Okay. We covered a lot of that. Since I've been doing the DLC, the story hasn't really advanced to new things to say, which is okay.
Yes.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Why did you come to Ferelden?
To answer a question.
What was the question?
The Arishok asked what is the Blight. By his curiosity, I am now here.
What's an Arishok?
The one who commands the Antam, the body of the Kunari.
Did you find the answer to his question?
A portion of it.
What was the answer?
Were you not at Ostagar when the army was overwhelmed? That is your answer.
Okay, some of this seems really obvious, but why would I'm gonna get yelled at I'm gonna get yelled at for this, but why would the Kunari care about the Blight?
Why do you?
Ferelden is my home.
So if this Blight were in Orlais, it could consume the land with impunity. Don't strain yourself pondering that. I do not know why the Arishok sent us. He commands and I go.
Don't you have to report back then?
Yes.
When are you going to do that?
Never. I cannot go home.
Why not?
It doesn't matter now. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting. As you wish.
Okay.
Yes?
So, uniquely in this game, you see something I think you should go. There are really only a couple of followers that you can't get killed or ask to leave or do something to make them so angry that they try to kill you, which can happen in several circumstances. I'll try to point them out when we get to them. Uh, but I won't spoil them ahead of time. So uniquely, if you work at it, you could lose. The game ensures that you will have a few companions, but you could lose the majority of them if you make them angry enough, or as you say right here, and as I could say to Stan or anybody else, I think you should go. You can ask them to leave and they have to go. I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
What would someone like you, so some of these are repetitive, but they can lead to different options. I've forgotten exactly all of the trees. Like I irritated Shale and I irritated Sten, but I can make up with that for gifts, so I'm trying to go for what this character would actually be asking. What was life like in the Chantry Cloister?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
Condescending, how so?
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
What did you say to them?
What can I say to them? What they believe is what the Chantry says, and the Chantry is infallible, yes? Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
Something on your mind?
So I can begin to flirt now, which I will. Has anyone ever told you how handsome you are?
Not unless they were asking me for a favor. Well, there was that one time in Denerim, but those women were not like you. Why? Is this your way of telling me you think I'm handsome?
You know you're handsome, Alistair.
Maybe. It doesn't hurt to have a pretty girl say that, though. Beats being run through with a sword any day. So, is this the part where I get to say the same?
That would be nice.
Oh, well, I'll think about it then. Sometime soon, I'm sure.
Okay. So I'm going to advance the quest a bit. He's got a lot of... I'm going to ask him about the Grey Wardens.
At your service.
I have some questions.
Of course.
He usually has the most to say, but I'll ask a little bit of the time, well, more flirting. If you were raised in the Chantry, have you never...
Never what? Had a good pair of shoes?
You know what I mean.
I'm not sure I do. Have I never seen a basilisk? Ate jellied ham? Have I never licked a lamppost in winter?
Now you're making fun of me.
Make fun of you, dear lady? Perish the thought. Well, tell me, have you ever licked a lamppost in winter?
He loved that line. Yeah, you could say I've licked my share of lampposts and then some, but you could say that's not what I meant and you know it. No, I've never licked a lamppost in winter. Why, yes, I've licked a lamppost in winter, but I'm just gonna say that's not what I meant and you know it.
Oh, so that's what we're talking about. Well, I admit I've never had a woman just come out and ask me like this, that's for sure. I, myself, Never had the pleasure. Not that I haven't thought about it, of course. But, you know.
You've never had the opportunity?
Well, living in the Chantry is not exactly a life for rambunctious boys. They taught me to be a gentleman, especially in the presence of beautiful women such as yourself. That's not so bad, is it?
You think I'm beautiful?
Of course you are, and you know it. You're ravishing, resourceful, and all those other things you probably hurt me for not saying.
I would never hurt you.
Nor I, you. Let us be off then, lest your risque talk make my ears blush.
And before leaving camp, we always pet the puppy, even when he runs out of interactions. Well, he'll still have some now.
I once heard a really old legend about how the hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
The answers are funny. Don't listen to Alistair, he's full of rubbish. If you had it and didn't know it, it probably was tasty. Or I'd never feed you another human being. So, I'm going to have to be reassuring. I'd never feed you another human being.
It's not cannibalism if he's eating it, you know.
I love these guys. I love you, baby. Okay. So we are going to advance the main quest. I have a particular order in which I do things for my own game reasons. In all 3 games, I have a path with a few options, but since I know the way that it flows, the first place that I go, you can go anywhere first. The main options are the Brazilian forests, which are the Dalish that we met, the Circle of Mages, Red Cliff, which is where Arl Eamon is, and Orzammar. So I do the Circle of Mages first, then Red Cliff, then the Brazilian Forest, then Orzammar. Okay.
Yes.
Alistair.
Yes.
Shale.
Indeed.
Okay. The Circle Tower is here. So as you see, no, Dalish Camp. So here's Ostagar. We could go back to it. I don't, there is a return to Ostagar. But as you see, we can't go to the Kokori Wilds. We can't go to Ostagar. Wow, it says we could go to Lothering. Alright, they did change the map. Usually there's like blood, that dark blood that you see in the loading screens that is spreading along the map, but this is modded and changed a bit. Interesting. Oh, Kirkwall. So, to the north is Kirkwall there. The second game, Dragon Age 2, takes place in Kirkwall. And you begin as someone who has fled the Darkspawn and went north. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Mage's Tower. Well, I'm not gonna go to Denerim just yet. Let's just go do Circle. A lot of people do not like this. There are mods to skip puzzles and aspects of this, but I genuinely like this one. I think it's probably my favorite. So even though it does have a lot of puzzles and I'm usually not the best at those, I really like this one. Okay. I cannot travel at this time. Why? Alright, I'm gonna go back to soldiers. Why is it telling me I can't travel? Wow, it gave me my pet. Oh, this is not good. Okay. And go back to Soldier's Peak. Thank you, Liliana, for, screaming. That's weird. That is definitely a bug. Okay. We're gonna go to the Lake Calenhad docks. So yeah, you see these like dark blood spots that mark your trail. The old vanilla map sort of just had this spreading stain.
Do you see the tower? The view from the top must be spectacular. Very well.
Let's see if I can get it to trigger. This is one of my favorite little things in the game. No, they're not here yet.
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry.
How can I help you?
Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet.
I'll take a look at these requests.
Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Make us smile upon you.
Places of power. Hear me and obey. My power waning, I, Crebulash the Epithet, require a reconnection to the mystic planes I've left behind. You, the bearer of this note, shall travel to these places and trace upon them my personal glyphs, claiming their eldritch energies for my own. You will come upon sites of mystic power in the ancient places of the world, Brazilian Forest, the deep roads, the heart of Denerim, and near the base of the Circle Tower. Careless accusations. The activities of the Maleficarum on my doorstep did not go unnoticed, and now I am in danger of being brought before the Templars myself. A small band of drifters claim to have seen me practicing forbidden arts, and they have left to deliver testimony of my alleged deeds to the Chantry. I ask the Mages Collective to find and stop these false witnesses by any means necessary. They were traveling on along the road from Lothering to Denerim, where their lies will seal my fate. Oh, I did find something out. That encounter that I thought was a mod, where they the axe in the stone where they were quoting Monty Python, that is base game. I just never seen it. It's incredibly rare. Notice of termination. There comes a time in each young mage's life that he must strike forth from beneath the shadow of his mentor. For my 3 young and unremarkable apprentices, this time is now. He who accepts this calling to take it upon themselves to deliver documents of congratulations of my apprentices will no doubt be uninformed as to the contents of the missive. The apprentices' names are Starrick, Alina, and Sheth. I've cleverly sent them away from my abode so that they may receive this information in a public place, thus guaranteeing the safety of my willing courier. You will find 2 of them in Denerim. The other one is procuring a slightly rarer item from Orzammar. And be sensitive. I would not wish harm upon their delicate feelings. Thy brother's killer. My worst fears have been realized. A band of devilish Maleficarum are performing their profane rituals within close proximity to my own sanctum. This cannot stand. I, Jubasto, charge he who accepts this request to destroy the fiends before their evil brings unwanted attention from either Templars or demons to my back door. Travel to the Brazilian Forest and slay these blasphemers. Herbal magic. Disaster. So consumed have I been in my personal projects that I have neglected to collect vital components of the herbal remedy I use to sharpen my mind for thoughts of the other world. Without it, I am ruined. Ruined. I will humbly reward any who bring me 10 bundles of deep mushrooms. With this, I can continue on my quest for enlightenment with a clear mind and fewer bouts of drowsiness and indigestion. May they who accept this request be showered in riches and love from the Maker's heart for this noble and selfless act. This is literally my salvation. So there are a few places for guilds, Mages Collective, and others.
It is begun.
There are some hubs in Denerim,
As you say.
but I believe in a roleplay sense she would be rather leery of heading straight into Denerim, where a small band of
As you say.
Grey Wardens would be instantly recognized and detained.
Good day, and welcome to the Spoiled Princess. Is there something I can get for you?
Why is it called the Spoiled Princess?
It was my father's idea. He ran the inn before me, and he named it for my sister. She was his little princess. Princess decided the country was too dull for her and moved to Denerim. More glamorous, she said. Well, she was found murdered, robbed of all the trinkets my father bought her with his hard-earned money. My father died of shock and heartbreak. Mother stopped eating, and I got the struggling in. The name stuck. That's the story.
Okay.
Of course. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
So right now there isn't much going on. Shady patron.
What are you looking at? Can a man drink in peace?
Leave me alone.
Good day.
So, not much happening.
You ever wonder why the Mages built their tower out in the middle of Lake Carlinhad? They have an aversion to practicality or something?
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass.
I'm a Grey Warden and I seek the assistance of the mages.
Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it.
I have these documents here.
Yes. Oh, a Grey Warden seal. Aha! So you're claiming to be one of those. You know, I have some documents too. They say I'm the Queen of Antiva. What do you think of that?
Queen's female.
Don't question royalty.
All right, that's enough. Let me crush a few body parts it can't possibly miss.
I'll take you right now, just like you wanted.
Yes, please do.
Come along, I suppose.
Thank you, Queen of Antiva. So when you have certain party members with you, they will have comments and they will change the outcome of some of them.
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
The doors are barred. Are they keeping people out or in?
Now we wait and pray.
You're Gregor, I assume.
Who are you? I explicitly told Carol not to bring anyone across the lake.
Did it tell him not to go insane? Because he doesn't seem to listen well.
We're dealing with a very delicate situation. You must leave for your own safety.
I seek the mage's help to defeat the Darkspawn.
I am weary of the Grey Warden's ceaseless need for men to fight the Darkspawn, but it is their right. You'll find no allies here. The Templars can spare no men, and the mages are indisposed. I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls. The circle is lost. The tower has fallen.
Demons. You need someone to fight them?
I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the right of annulment.
The right of annulment?
The right of annulment gives Templars the authority to neutralize the Mage Circle. Completely.
The mages are probably already dead. Any abominations remaining in there must be dealt with, no matter what.
This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again.
The mages are not defenseless. Some must still live.
If any are still alive, the Maker himself has shielded them. No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find nothing.
I'll look for survivors.
I assure you, an abomination is a force to be reckoned with, and you will face more than one.
Abominations cannot stand against me.
If you succeed, I would owe you much, enough that I would pledge my Templars to your cause. Without word from Denerim, I must determine our course. Surely destroying Darkspawn is a worthy goal.
We have an agreement then.
A word of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide.
Okay, so, there was like a weird thing that you can even bring Morrigan here and like try to hand her over, and you're not allowed. I probably would be willing to do that.
My wounds!
Very well.
They burn! It's unbearable!
Okay. Here is the merchant, the only merchant.
I wish this were over. We're running low on supplies, and I don't know how much longer we'll last.
Do you need help?
We need the abominations and demons out of this place, if that's what you mean. If you have anything to trade, that would be helpful too.
Alright, let's trade. This is the only vendor in the game which I am aware that sells endless lyrium dust. So I'm gonna get some of that. Backpack, yes. Another gift for Shale, yes. You can see this piece is this belt is 106 gold, can't afford it. Okay, my inventory is mostly empty. They do have quite a few recipes. Injury kit recipe, yes. Enchanted, this is a new thing, the enchanted ones. I don't know what that does. I don't know what lyrium sand is, but I'll find out. Lyrium potion when I'm able to make it, though I usually make the small ones. Okay.
They should keep all flesh creatures in confinement, not just the mages.
I love Shell.
I shall do it. It shall be done.
So we haven't needed lyrium dust or lyrium potions much. When I play a mage, I drink them a lot more often.
So I am led to understand that the sister is a follower of this maker.
Am I the sister? Oh, that's so cute. It's like you're my big brother. Or sister. Or whatever.
I am a creature of stone. I rather doubt that we would be related in any shape or form.
Oh, I didn't mean literally. Don't you think that people can be related in spirit?
I notice that humans tend to believe in a great number of things that are not true, even when given evidence to the contrary.
Believing in things when there is no proof is what faith is all about, Shale.
Believing in things when there is no proof is what gullibility is all about.
So I am gullible now.
I take it we are no longer sisters in spirit.
There's a specialization
Very well.
for mages, which is very powerful, but uses so much magic. I nicknamed it just Blue Hulk, because you are using so much in the way of lyrium potions.
It shall be done.
Okay, this spot. Alright, Maker's Wind, Darcy. I said I'd wait, but it's not just a disagreement. Aldred set abominations loose. One was in my mentor's robe. If you make it here, something in the spot may help you out. No point in hiding it from the senior mages now. And don't worry about Denry's usual fee for moving his bed. He's dead. Watchguard of the Reaching we also just got here. No, 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 and stop asking. I'm not getting in trouble because of you again. I don't care what's in the basement, and neither do the senior magi. Everything's about Aldred in the upper floors. I don't know what you're digging up, but those tomes are way older than our lesson texts. An apprentice shouldn't touch them. Ritual note. The threads burned before a giant, spear raised. He stands alone, so whispers are known false. Nolan. Scribbled in the corner. Don't need him. Owain New. Reaching. Okay, so that makes more sense to me than it might to others. I'm going to not explain it until or unless we encounter that encounter.
I shall do it.
Pile of filth. So yeah, Blue Hulk is fun when you're playing a mage, but I don't really play mages because I'm setting up the story in a certain way. If I'll explain later, but the future games are seriously impacted by which race and class you are.
It's you. No, come no further. Grey Warden or no, I will strike you down where you stand.
Wynne, what are you doing here?
I am a mage of the Circle. More importantly, why are you here? The Templars would not let just anyone by.
I'm helping Greg. I came here seeking the aid of the mages.
And you were told that the Circle was in no shape to help you, I suppose. So why did the Templars let you in? Do they plan to attack the tower now?
No, they're waiting for reinforcements.
So Gregor thinks the Circle is beyond hope. He probably assumes we are all dead. They abandoned us to our fate. But even trapped as we are, we have survived. If they invoke the right, however, we will not be able to stand against them.
What happened here?
Let it suffice to say that we had something of a revolt on our hands, led by a mage named Aldred. When he returned from the battle at Ostagar, he tried to take over the Circle. As you can see, it didn't work out as he had planned. I don't know what became of Aldred, but I am certain all this is his doing. I will not lose the Circle to one man's pride and stupidity.
So what do you intend?
I erected a barrier over the door leading to the rest of the tower, so nothing from inside could attack the children. You will not be able to enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel it if you join with me to save this circle.
Very well. I'll help you.
Once Gregor sees that we have made the tower safe, I trust he will tell his men to back down. He is not unreasonable.
Gregor will only accept it if the first enchanter says so.
Then our path is laid out before us. We must save Irving.
Will the children be safe here?
Petra and Kenan will watch them. If we slay all the fiends we encounter on our way, none will get by to threaten the children.
Very well, if you think that's best. So you can tell her no, you should stay here, I can go on alone. But she is the healer.
Petra, Kenan, look after the others. I will be back soon.
Wyn, are you sure you're all right? You were so badly hurt earlier. Maybe I should come along.
The others need your protection more. I will be all right. Stay here with them. Keep them safe and calm.
Have faith. We will not fail.
Your confidence is refreshing, though you should make sure it does not blind you to your weaknesses. If you are ready, let us go end this.
So, she is locked as a companion. You can't, there's a little lock set, you have to bring her. So this
Yes.
here
Yes.
is my preferred party. And we have essentially one of everything. Well, 2 warriors, 1 mage, 1 rogue. Let's see. Wow, is this open? Yeah, it's not. That's part of the mage, mage origin. The mage origin begins here. And that's the cellar down there. It doesn't well, I mean, it takes place here. It doesn't begin in the cellar. Okay, so, people are usually given decent starter gear, but let me see with Wyn what she has. Oh, no, she does not. It's a good thing I saved all this stuff. Okay. I don't think you really have much of a conversation to begin with. But let me try. No.
Yes? Is there something you wish to discuss? If not, we should hurry. Time is of the essence.
Can you tell me how all this trouble started?
Oh, a long story. It all started when I returned from Ostagar. I was at that ill-fated battle, and I survived, barely. I was in no state to travel, so I stayed at Ostagar to recuperate and help the wounded. Uldred, on the other hand, left for the tower almost immediately. When I finally returned here, I found that Uldred had all but convinced the Circle to join Loghain, the man who nearly destroyed us all. I cannot fault the Circle, though. Uldred had a persuasive argument, and how could they have known what happened in Ostagar?
What did Uldred say?
The alliance with Loghain would have been to the Circle's advantage. According to Uldred, once Loghain was in power, he would order the Chantry to give us more freedom. Well, I told the first enchanter Irving what Loghain did on the battlefield. I revealed him for the traitorous bastard he is. Irving said he would take care of it. He called a meeting to confront Uldred. But something must have gone wrong. I emerged from my quarters when I heard the screams. They were coming from the meeting room, and it wasn't long before I saw the first abomination running down a mage. It deteriorated quickly then.
So this all started at the meeting?
It must have, though I don't know for sure. The creatures came from that direction, as far as I could tell.
Can you tell me more about Uldred?
Uldred. It's uncharitable of me to speak this way, but I never liked him. He was a squirrely, twitchy sort of person. He never mentored the apprentices, never taught. He didn't seem to care much for the circle, only his own advancement.
Sounds like a thoroughly nasty person.
I'm sure Uldred has some redeeming qualities. He probably has a perfectly good reason for not displaying them.
I love that line so much. That was the line that I was trying to get her to speak about Uldred when we were in Ostagar, because I didn't want to miss that line. Has some redeeming qualities. He probably has a perfectly good reason for not displaying them. It's such a gracious, clever burn. I love it. Do you know what we will face in the tower?
You have seen the demons, haven't you? We will doubtless see more of those. But I fear the abominations more. They are no longer human, and are driven only by their lust for destruction.
We will face them all, head on, and prevail.
Your confidence is both inspiring and disturbing.
Can you tell me about how all this trouble started? I think we just said this.
Oh, a long story. It all started when I returned from Ostagar. I was at that ill-fated battle, and I survived, barely. I was in no state to travel, so I stayed at Ostagar to recuperate and help the wounded. Uldred, on the other hand, left for the tower almost immediately. When I finally returned here, I found that Uldred had all but convinced the Circle to join Loghain, the man who nearly destroyed us all. I cannot fault the Circle, though. Uldred had a persuasive argument, and how could they have known what happened in Ostagar?
So, yeah, it's leading you to be able to say things like maybe Uldred had been in cahoots with Loghain all along.
That is my suspicion. Uldred always wanted power. Perhaps Loghain promised Uldred the position of First Enchanter, once they had dealt with the Blight. Well, I told the First Enchanter Irving what Loghain did on the battlefield. I revealed him for the traitorous bastard he is. Irving said he would take care of it. He called a meeting to confront Uldred. But something must have gone wrong. I emerged from my quarters when I heard the screams. They were coming from the meeting room, and it wasn't long before I saw the first abomination running down a mage. It deteriorated quickly then.
How did you find the children?
I found Petra first, and we were trying to fight our way to the meeting room to help, but we came across Irving. He was fighting a terrifying abomination, and he told me to get as many as I could to safety. I had to obey. That was the last time I saw Irving.
Okay, we should get going.
Onward, then.
Okay. So, there are some mods. I'm seeing the benefit to it at this point. Maybe next time I play, I would, and I will play again. I would install it. The tactics. Characters. So she already has her points assigned. She's level 11. I can't assign her points, unfortunately. So this is the specialization that I adore. So it's only possible to be a spirit healer if you're a mage. So she has a group heal, revival. This is absolutely necessary at higher difficulties. She's got regeneration, rejuvenation. She's got a lot more. She can be very mana intensive because she's keeping the group alive. I wish I could assign her stats so she could wear the gear I already have for her. She unfortunately doesn't start with modded gear. So we're gonna do our best.
Here we are. I'm somewhat amazed at myself for having kept it in place this long.
You did what you had to do, Win.
It made me very weary at times, but I had to stay strong to keep us safe. Be prepared for anything. I do not know what manner of beasts lurk beyond this barrier. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Destroy the barrier.
All right. Be on your guard.
So, yeah, the rogue isn't all that great at higher difficulties. It's probably better to be a mage. And let's see if we can see it. Arcane Warrior is a dual spec. Alright, Win. She is a spirit healer. Yeah, they don't share Arcane Warrior. So essentially, if I have a bunch of things unlocked, I can dual spec these guys. Arcane Warrior basically means you can fight with your magic stats as though they were strength. So you can, if you have high intelligence, you can cast spells as well as equip the highest tank gear. It's kind of amazing.
I will not allow it.
Attack!
Okay. So again, okay, very, very high constitution. I'm gonna raise strength. So Shale is never going to get specialization points because they're really not a particular class. They are technically a warrior, so I'm going to give them passive bravery. You can spec them as, this is damage, pulverizing blows. Stoneheart is tank. Rockmaster, these each have support skills, but the last one is useless. Stone Aura. Shale activates a support mode that imbues nearby party members with bonuses. Shale gains bonuses, but the aura paralyzes Shale and imposes a personal penalty to defense. Okay, so what good is... I would love to know who thought that one up. So they basically just become a buff totem, but none of these lines, as you can see, there's only 4 skills in each line, and passive warrior skills. None of these are anywhere near as good as a specialized other player who gets access to a lot more in the way of skills. So I can, in a roleplay sense, bring them along. If this were higher difficulty, I couldn't. It would probably have to be Morrigan, Win, me as a rogue, and Alistair as a tank. Let me set Win's tactics. Wow, okay, they didn't do anything for her. Let's see if there's any... So, supporter. Win, activate... What? Okay, never mind. This is crazy. Okay. None of that. So, healer. And again, we're getting... Alright. This is wrong. Because... Oh, there we go. Rock armor, heroic aura. So we've got a few of those. Target... Self... Health below 30%. So use health poultice. But I'm going to set that lower. Target. Multi-condition friend. Health. Under 30%. And she can heal. Oh, this is confusing. Okay, so, hero, health below 30, usability, heal. Alistair, health below 30, usability, heal. Shale, health below 30. Usability, heal. Self, any. So, activate mode. Okay, so self, she's the one who's going to be mana or stamina below 30%. Use lyrium potion, least powerful. She's about the only one who's going to be set up to use lyrium potions. Team member. Team member status, team member health. Under 50%, I will have her cast Rejuvenate. Self health below 40%, have her use. Oh no, she's already got that. Okay. Usability, heal. So she will be set up to heal all members of the group. Her when she hits 40, everyone else when they hit 30. She'll use a poultice at 30. If her mana falls below 30, she'll use a lyrium. If a team member is below 50, she will cast Rejuvenate on the group. Self, rock armor, self being attacked by range. Good. Okay. She can also resurrect in battle. So we're just going to do that for now. So she kind of makes you swap. As I said, if you spec her or yourself as an arcane warrior and a spirit healer, you're nearly unstoppable, but you are a massive lyrium addict. You are popping those potions so fast.
By the Maker!
Blast!
You asked for it! There is no glory in such... Most excellent!
Thankfully, difficulty is not too high here. There are sections that are,
as you say,
puzzles. Summoning sciences. Second half of a torn book. The summoning sigil will ignite upon ritual initiation. If the order is incorrect, the ritual will reset. Exercise 1. Address the summoning font. Select the second passage of the Tome of Spirit Personages, second shelf. Pass open hands through the first summoning flames. Select first flames. Exercise 2. Address the summoning font. Recite the Rodercum's Uncommon Calling. First column support shelves. Place 1 silver coin at the feet of the statue of Magus Gorvish. Pass open hands through the second summoning flames. Okay, I'm taking a picture of this. Exercise 3. Alert Senior Magi of lesson commencement. Address the summoning font. Recite second passage of the Erevorn's Grand Bestiary. Sealed texts. Third area. Trace the chosen sigil on the first area common table. Place a lock of hair between the pages of the Spiritorium Etherealis, right of the sealed texts. Perform Callum's gesture, 2 fingers at the statue of Magus Gorvish. Breathe on the dryad hemlock in the novice phylactery second column support shelves. Pass open hands through the third summoning flames. That is a side quest, and room lights up now with
It shall be
quest
done.
points. Okay, so as they said, this place is locked. There is no going in or out. We are here until this section is done. Okay. It's the summoning font.
Very well.
Apprentice's note. Okay, that's Watchguard of the Reaching. First Enchanter Dorval fell suddenly to a disease of the lungs. This unfortunate disruption in the direct line of descent from tower founding should be treated as an opportunity. Circle will reform practices to better address the times. Many rituals remain valuable, but some, the 2 bells, Garnold's Lament, Watchguard of the Reaching, Ben Ferda, have little or no meaning in our texts. We'll move forward as Dorval would have wished, and commit these and other ceremonies to the age we have left. With no plan of estate, his belongings have been transferred to the common library for the benefit of all. Excerpt, Circle of Magi Declaration, Kinloch Hold, Transitional, 590 Exalted, scribbled in corner, reaching again, and old. They don't know. Idiots. Words weaken. Okay. Let's make sure all the aggro is handled.
Some glory!
So there she goes. I got under 50. She cast Rejuvenate. My health will now rejuvenate faster. She is irreplaceable. Promises of pride. Uldred will show us the way. Finally, recognition within the circle and freedom from the scornful eye of the Templars. We will not be shunned. Be ready. Enchanter Gravid, Libertarian. Correspondence Interruptus. Collection of embarrassing personal communications between the spoiled wealthy and their objects of obsession. My dearest Virginia True Royal, regarding bodice ripped, enclosed our 7 silver and my most heartfelt apologies for said bodice. I would blame the cold ocean spray, the loss of my favorite shirt, the bucking of the stallion, or perhaps the strain of maintaining all such elements while sitting for a portrait, but I was certainly not myself. I hope you will forgive me, and not take it upon yourself to find your own determined way in this world. Yours, Sir Rival Grouseman. I believe that's part of a quest you can gather compromising. Okay, let's see if I can do this without looking up a guide by just reading the book. Or reading my notes on the book. Dress the summoning font.
As you say.
Select the second passage from the Tome of Spirit Personages. Pass open hands through the first summoning flame. Assuming this is the first one. Dress the summoning font. No? Ah, yeah, summoning the first. Okay, so I activate it. So, Spirit Hog. Okay, second. Address the summoning font. Select the second passage. Recite the Roderickham's Uncommon Calling. Place 1 silver coin at the foot of the statue of Magus Gorvish. Pass open hands through the second summoning flames.
I shall do it.
Trickster Whim. Exercise 3. Alert Senior Magi of lesson commencement. Address the summoning font. The second passage of Elvorn's Grand Bestiary.
It shall be done.
Trace the chosen sigil in the first area common table. Common table carving spot.
Very well.
Place a lock of hair between the pages of the Spiritorium Aetheralis. Perform Callum's gesture. 2 fingers. The statue of Magus Gorvish.
Very well.
Breathe on the dried hemlock in the novice phylactery. Second column support shows.
It is begun.
Pass open hands through the third summoning flames.
Blast it! Blast! Now you fall!
Okay. I did it correctly. I believe. Oh no. Huh. Well, as far as I know, we did it correctly. I don't know what we were supposed to summon. But I don't think I'm doing it again because I do exactly the same thing. I think that's it. That's it for me. If we figure it out, we'll do it later. But right now it's optional content. But we summoned all three things. It says if we did it wrong, it would reset.
Enough.
A bit more dying, please. Right then.
Quickly! We must fight!
Summoning the fourth. How do I get over there? Ah. Ah, okay. I did do that wrong. Alright. So the whole thing would reset. Pile of books.
It is begun.
Mystical Site of Power. Okay.
As you say. I shall do it.
Apprentices are allowed and expected to willfully direct a minor spirit, provided it is within the protective confines of the library. Placement of the shelves allows for passing immobilization and the emergency purging of any rogue entity. Take care, this exercise is not to be enacted during maintenance or other disruption of the library structure. The danger presented by an incorrect summoning, particularly exercise 3, is extreme. Okay. Spirit Hog, Trickster Whim, Fade Rifter. Okay. Summoning the fourth. Now I'm confused. Yeah, see that animation means I am not doing it correctly, whatever it is. Okay, I've looked it up. Essentially, I needed, these guys are Easter eggs that are intended to be like pickpocketed. I can go ahead too and do the Arl of Foreshadow here. I'd have to re-go through the whole sequence. I did get the first 3 sequences correct. we can see, but essentially I don't really have pickpocketing. I didn't bring another character, so it's not really worth it. I can just tell you, if you go through and it's undocumented, you can figure out by trial and error the correct order. Then someone spawns here named the Arl of Foreshadow, and will basically give you notes. The Arl of Foreshadow's notes. Now this was, yeah. So there was a place of power here, but I didn't see anything spawn. Okay, so the Arl of Foreshadow drops notes. I can't pickpocket them, and there are two major, well, there is a major storyline, I believe, called Crime Spree, and I did do it once as a rogue, where you do go do a bunch of theft, but I'm not into it. She's certainly not into it, so she will not be doing it. You can theoretically use another character like Leliana to do it, but I don't really find it particularly compelling. Okay, so the note from the Arl of Foreshadow, and I'm if this makes sense, I can't actually tell you because that's spoiling and foreshadowing. Lost countenance, Ferelden to Orlesian phrase book, must not offend the potential landlords. Raising spirits, offspring, and the fade, terrible twos indeed. Forest fall, truth and legends in the search for Arlathan. Survivors, poppycock. The origin of theses, knowing more than everyone without looking like a jackass. Never get the time to read this. Maybe there's a stage play? So that is, I don't think it's worth it. So I'm not going to be doing it. But that's what that is. Okay. I believe we have done the majority of what can be done here. These are not particularly complicated mazes. You run through the zone, and as you can see, so quartermaster, we come in here, and then we go the next round up.
Ooh, you feel that? It's actually colder up here.
Please refrain from going into the stockroom. It is a mess, and I've not been able to get it into a state fit to be seen.
What are you doing here?
I was trying to tidy up, but there was little I could do.
Don't you want to get out of here?
I tried to leave when things got quiet. That was when I encountered the barrier. Finding no other way out, I returned to work.
Huh. And people say that golems aren't very lively.
Oh, Wayne, you should have said something. I would have opened the door for you.
The stockroom is familiar. I prefer to be here.
It seems safe enough for now.
I would prefer not to die. I would prefer it if the tower returned to the way it was. Perhaps Niall will succeed and save us all.
Succeed at what?
I do not know. But he came here with several others and took the litany of Adralla.
But that protects from mind domination. Is blood magic at work here?
I do not know.
Niall was in the meeting. He would know. Blood magic. I was afraid of this.
How is it worse?
Blood magic could control us, too. Who knows what could happen then? We should find Niall. The litany will give us a fighting chance against any blood mages we encounter.
I wish you luck. Perhaps this will be over soon and things will return to the way they were. Goodbye.
Okay, so Owain is tranquil.
Please do not draw attention to me. I would like to remain in one piece.
You can meet him in the Mage's origin.
Very well.
What are we doing? Have you thought about it? It's nothing but excitement traveling.
Fools they are.
It is the
Death to all pigeons!
Okay, done with
No
you now.
glorious bloodshed.
Please, please don't kill me.
People you killed didn't want to die either.
I know I have no right to ask for mercy, but I didn't mean for this death and destruction. We were just trying to free ourselves. Aldred told us that the Circle would support Loghain, and Loghain would help us be free of the Chantry. You don't know what it was like. The Templars were watching. Always watching.
Okay, so this is a difficult call, especially if you've played through like all the games and you know the abuse that happens to mages from Templars, but also all of the things that horrific mages can do. The deciding factor is knowing that people can be possessed by demons and not show it. She could be an abomination. So to me, to her, it's more like encountering a rabid dog and knowing they're sick beyond measure. She can't let them live because she could be, it's like with Sophia, you could be setting a demon into the world. So there's no, I know I'm going to kill her. There's no point in telling her that she's made things worse. It's too naive to say you should have expressed your concerns to the Chantry because the Chantry does not care. I don't care why they turned to forbidden magic. They did it. It's true that she fought back, but she fought back in a way that's going to get her killed. So I'm going to say, enough self-pity. You'll die for your crimes.
No. No, please.
That's a lot of blood.
Mage tears. These are the tears of a fallen mage. Rose of Orlais. So, rescue in here becomes difficult. What the Templar said is actually true. Apprentice note.
It shall be done.
This tower is even older than I am.
Okay. Can't find it. We'll read it later. What Gregor said is actually true. They get much more into it in Dragon Age 2. But essentially,
I shall do it.
That's it for a quest 2. Someone wants to look for scrolls of Banastor. But in this case, demons can possess a human or an elf, and we would not be able to tell. So she would know that and would be completely unwilling to set someone in here who is attacking her a few minutes ago free. Okay. Came in there. Go out here. Okay. So you can sympathize with them. But, an attacking blood mage, they didn't, had they appealed for help first and asked for help to go to the entrance, even then you don't know.
It shall be done. Enough. Very well.
So the demons find their way into the world through temptation and fear.
It shall be done.
And there's no such thing as I had a slight case of demon and then I took a nap and I feel better.
It is begun.
As far as I know, in this game, it is a permanent thing unless you undergo a specific set of rituals to expel the
Do
demon.
not let them overwhelm us.
So you see right here the difficulty of it. I mean, there's four creatures. They attack. It's over pretty soon. That's what I expected at the tower at Ostagar, Tower of Ashal. It was just a bit harder than I expected.
It shall be done.
Now we do battle.
That's it!
So with everything that I know about the canon, essentially, I always side with the mages. I have sided with the Templars in various playthroughs.
It is begun.
But what you have to be aware of is that this game is set up to have a relatively, although there is some ambiguity, you have relatively clear good and evil. Wynne is clearly good. She is a good person looking after kids, trying to help the circle, dedicating her life to it, healing people, and the Templars are the ones that are just would happily burn her down. So there is a clear good and a clear evil. With each of the main quest hub sections, you have the option to align with a clear good or a clear evil. As though, although they say Grey Wardens, you have opportunities to do good or evil. Wynne is a greater good. She, regardless of the sins of individual mages, she is portrayed as good. And if you do not try to save the mages, she's obviously one of the mages, she's obviously not going to do well.
I shall do it.
Its closet seems to be trembling slightly. You can hear soft whimpers coming from inside it. Hello?
Hello?
It's safe. You can come out.
Are the demons gone? Is it safe? I don't want to die.
I've dealt with them, trust me.
If you're sure it's safe, I could take a peek outside.
Oh. Ah, yeah. Yes.
Are you hurt?
I have a crick in my back and my bum's gone numb. Oh, holy maker, look at this. Those demons didn't know what hit them, did they? Godwin, Mage of the Circle of Ferelden. At your service.
I'm pleased to meet you.
Oh, not as pleased as I am that you came along when you did. There were demons everywhere, blocking my exit. I decided that the best thing to do in that situation was to hide and be very, very quiet. I just really want to be somewhere safe. I think I might stay here for now. Maybe go back into my closet for a little while.
I've killed most of the demons. You could escape.
And go where? The Templars have locked the door. I'm just going to stay here and see what happens.
Do what you wish. Your life is your own.
Thank you again for saving me. May we meet again in happier, less life-threatening times.
It's kind of a throwback to Knights of the Old Republic. There is a section where you just find a person who stuffed themselves in a locker to get away from bad guys and is unwilling to come out. So it always reminds me of that. Crazy person indeed.
There's nothing here.
The
There must be something.
There you are, little mages.
Now we go into battle.
I think I will go.
So you see specifically, that person turned into an
It shall be
abomination.
You will be stopped. Eat your
Very well.
So they all looked human, and then one of them transformed. Yeah, weirdly, I'm a scrap of paper hidden there. Okay, I'm not being able to bring up the specific codex entries. I don't know why. But we'll get to reading them. I try to read them if I think they're relevant to the area that we're in.
As you wish. There.
Let's end this quickly. Let's have at it!
This is another... I'll bet that's the harrowing chamber? No? Yeah, I think that's the harrowing chamber that... It's a mage's test in the mage's origin. Begin on the day of your harrowing. Statue of Andraste lies defiled. There's a small glass phylactery at the base, somehow sealed within the otherwise solid stone carving. Ore is unnaturally cold. Dark shapes swirl around a slip of paper within the vial. Take the vial. Glass fractures at your touch. So these are the summoning spots of greater...
Blast it!
Very
Let's
well.
grab some glory! Are you done yet?
I shall do it.
Oh, good.
We must have victory.
Oh, they really want to hurt me. Okay. Eat dagger, my friend. No.
Don't give them the
What am I
advantage!
doing?
It is begun.
Still doomed, just so you know.
Okay. First enchanter's desk. So, yeah. A small painted box. Enchanter's journal. Irving's mistake. I followed another apprentice through the supposed secret maneuvers today and exposed her tendency toward blood magic. The environment of the tower is such that certain modes of thought are encouraged both for good and ill. Students think we toy with them. The truth is far more intricate and directed. Deviant trails must be exposed early or the whole of the circle suffers. Aldred has been very helpful in identifying the markers to look for. His skills at misdirection are admirable. I dare say that the apprentices would be shocked at his ability to manipulate them. I must organize a retreat such that the other enchanters can benefit from his skills. Excerpt for the journal of First Enchanter Irving. So that's an indication that Irving himself was manipulated.
It is begun. I shall do it.
So, Black Grimoire.
Do you get the feeling things are just getting worse as we go up?
It is begun.
Okay. More scrolls of Banastor.
I will fight if I must.
As you say.
Best be wary.
It shall be done. It is begun.
Okay. Statue, statue, statue. Apprentice note.
Doesn't read like we'll be finding our fair apprentice in one piece.
Okay, it just keeps adding to the note. I get it. Today we passed even further, far beyond any reach of man. The inverted glow of the Black City was always on the horizon of perception, but a path eludes, as always, untraveled in memory, living or otherwise. There's a pull, and whispers abound. Something great is here, and away from this, always in the peripheral, another mind untethered. Tomorrow I will reach out with my full attention, and try to rescue him from his listing. Can someone else have come this far? Wonders we will share. Ritual note, the vessel in hand, words from another time, drip literal power. Documents of the Reaching, estimated 2nd century, ancient first enchanter appointed watchguard of the Reaching to be held in secret. Reaching? Before the circle? Someone else in the Fade? I want this. His silver cord transmuted black. Black, there's no wonder his form shattered. What returned was not of the mortal nor native Fade. Does an afterthought prove the gods when direct action is long missing? There's no purpose to this beast. Let the strength of the tower wither it and memory pass. The only legacy to be taught, stay focused within the Fade. Whims escape to their own action. Ritual note, a sword raised to sever connection. Documents of the Reaching, estimated 2nd century, ancient first enchanter appointed watchguard of the Reaching to be held in secret. Scribbled in corner. Cord? Peasant magic. Must know. Can almost see. Whispers want. Hastily scribbled. Whisper says, Great Hall? Hidden above us the whole time? The vessel in hand, words from another time, drip literal power. Put on bowl. A sword raised to sever connection. Cord cut. A sword lowered to strike through and ground. Bile. Threads placed before a warrior. Spear raised. Shielded from either side, so whispers are known false. Where is this? It whispered order, but not where. It's in my head. Oh, vessel. Bowl cord. Okay, vessel in hand, sword raised, sword lowered. Vessel in hand. Sword raised. Sword lowered. No? No. Okay, now shield.
It is begun.
Look there, a cunning trap.
Oh, I got my stealth stuck. It's right behind a door, so.
Okay, done with you now.
Your fear, mortal.
Let's spread some glory.
Maker!
Let's make this quick.
Back.
Okay. Hold on a moment. Okay, so the. Hold on. Puzzle that we're doing will have a solution a little bit further on. We're just going to open these doors as we go.
Enemies approaching.
You will squish satisfyingly beneath my foot. Feel that? How does that feel? We'll have a smashing time, won't we?
So those were possessed Templars. Five pages, 4 mages. So that Tom Deus vi Eternus, in malefactorum dragos te ventium, solariat ven dos mentores, pluralic ven contravarian, spake he the words and brought life. Speak ye the words, ascension. Answers lie in text illegible, notes on the page below. Here I begin my study, knowing full well it will change the circle forever. Let history mark the date that this work began, 929 Dragon, so that when new calendars are put on paper, the day Fonst 0.0 is known with certainty, from the mouths of gods, finally to the people, through me, Enchanter Fonst. Oh boy. Sir, not appearing in this story. So, that's a Monty Python thing.
Very well.
Tom Deus vi Eternus in Malefictorum Dragus Tiventium. Okay, so the notes on the page below. 479 sovereigns plus favors, immortality worth every coin. Words of creation, proof of maker. No one must know until translations are complete. I will have first enchanter. The ear of kings, I will own kings. Glory everlasting. Enchanter Modalt.
Arise, my pets! Your mistress commands it!
Okay, so a desired demon and a bunch of charmed Templars.
It is begun.
You will swing satisfyingly beneath my
It shall be done. I shall do it. As you say.
Death to all pagans. Down you go.
There is no glory in mercy!
Time to end their pathetic existences.
Very well.
You smell great. Is that death you're wearing? It really suits you.
It shall be done.
Okay. Give him higher strength.
If we must fight, let us do it quickly!
It shall be done.
Okay, done with you now.
Your head will make lovely crunching noises.
It is begun. As you say.
Thank you. That was an uncomfortable experience.
Okay, here is the statue with the shield.
I shall do it.
Okay, And I don't know what that did, but okay. I don't know if we're supposed to go back or what. Anyway.
This cannot continue. We have to stop it.
Everything is just as you wanted, my knight. Our love and our family is more than you hoped for.
What in Andraste's name is going on here?
Do you hear something, love?
It is nothing, my darling. Just the door. I will get it. The children have finished supper. Tuck them into bed while I see who it is.
Don't be long. The children will want to kiss you goodnight.
I will be but a moment, my pet.
Oh, how precious.
You are intruding upon a loving, intimate moment, and I dislike disruptions.
There's nothing loving or intimate going on here.
I have given him what he always wanted. Where is the harm in that?
This happiness is an illusion, a cruel lie.
All emotion is intangible. You cannot see it, cannot grasp it.
But it is normally caused by something real. Real events, real people. What you've done to him is abhorrent.
I saw his loneliness and longing for a family that loved him.
And used them to enslave the fool. And he accepted willingly?
No one else would have known his heart. He did not know it himself.
Well, it ends now.
What was that?
Help! There are bandits at the door. They're going to murder the children.
They will not get past me!
Quickly, we must fight!
Grab some glory! Are you done yet?
We must have victory.
You will never leave.
As you say.
So, as usual, the deal was let me go, and I'll take him with me, and we'll just go play house, and of course, that's a no.
It is begun.
We're not doing that. You're not doing that. So, it's more of the same. Seems difficult because, again, it's like shooting a dog with rabies, and you hope you have the cure. But in reality, you don't.
It's a trap. Very well. Get off! Don't give them the advantage.
Just die already!
Watch out!
It shall be done.
That was interesting. I didn't have the skill to open it, so the mod just automatically had me beat it to death with my bow. Okay.
visitors. I'd entertain you, but too much effort involved.
Killing demons is enough entertainment for me, thanks.
But why? Aren't you tired of all the violence in this world? I know I am. Wouldn't you like to just lay down and forget about all this? Leave it all behind.
Frozen again. Lovely.
Can't keep eyes open. Someone pinch me.
Resist. You must resist, else we are all lost.
Why do you fight? You deserve more. You deserve a rest. The world will go on without you.
Okay, so now the second phase of the Mage main quest begins. We'll find out where we are and what's happening next time. Thanks for joining me.